Yeah, bro. That's exactly pretty much what I want to do with my content, right? I want to make sure that whatever I do, it's like I'm doing it the right way. You know what I mean? I don't want to half-ass it. Like I'm trying to do it within a budget, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I want to make sure that I have a clean intro. I have a clean like thumbnail. I'm doing everything just like to the best of my ability, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're doing everything yourself right now, right?
Yeah, we're currently building a team right now. That's like
fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, we're currently working on that, like to have a long format content videographer, but editor.
Editor, yeah.
And then having the guy that just takes care of the reels, the TikToks, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way I can just focus on this. But how do you usually start your channel, bro? Like when you're gonna start off your, like, let's say your episode, the podcast. Yeah, do you usually like start it off, or do you guys just start like actually chatting it up?
So with me, I have my intro. You know.
Yeah.
On the actual video, we have our intro, and then once we do the countdown, 3, 2, 1. Once you do that, I'm the one that starts it off. Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? My name is
Polocutzsd.
And then I hype it up crazy. Like, if I were to show you right now, it'd be something like this. Like, yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Polocutzsd. Welcome to Off the Clipper episode. You know, we're right here at Imperial Beach, Ace of Fates Barbershop. I'm right here with the crew. And then I'll be like, you know, introducing the co-host.
Oh, shit.
After that, I'll remind everybody, like, you know, you can always watch us on YouTube, on Off the Clipper, or on any podcast streaming platform, Spotify, iPod, Apple, and, you know, Google Podcast, all that stuff. And then I introduce my guest if I have a guest. If not, we just start chopping it up.
That's just fucking dope, bro. Yeah. I need to get to that level, bro. Like, for me, it's just like, for me at least, I've talked about it in the past, right? But when I do that, I feel like it's all the pressure on me. You know what I mean? So I try to just like right now, I'm probably gonna use that as my
intro. Hell yeah, that's cool. I mean, I love it, bro.
And because like before, what I noticed, and I've talked about it before. It's like, all right, we're ready. Okay, camera ready. Then everybody's just like
everybody
tense.
Gets all like tense. Yeah.
and when I realized that, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that, man. We're just gonna start chopping it up and just take it from there. You know?
Yeah.
Just a genuine conversation, bro. But I guess since you already started it off with your intro, bro. You know what podcast you're in?
Yeah, Hoy No Mas podcast, baby.
There you go, bro. Thank you for the intro, bro.
Are you ready? Yeah. Welcome to Hoy No Mas podcast with Angel Houseman.
Yeah,
that's fire.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to do as best as possible to my abilities, bro. Yeah. So, yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, first and foremost, bro, I want to say thank you for stopping by. It's just like we literally just started chatting up through Instagram, like a few days ago. You know? Yeah, I seen. First of all, what's your name? Polo?
My name is Polo, bro. Okay. I go by Polocutzsd on Instagram and on any other platform as well.
There you go, bro. So we literally started chopping it up, and then I saw your content, bro. That was the first thing I saw. I was like, man, it's freaking clean, bro.
Thank you, bro.
And that was the first thing. I'm like, man, I need to get him on the podcast. Next thing you know, I send them a DM. We follow up, and now we're here within like a matter of days.
Yeah, bro. I actually saw your podcast, bro, like randomly off of, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I don't remember who or where I saw your podcast, but I clicked on it. I think it was on the Explore page, to be honest with you, bro. I clicked on it and I was like, holy shit, he's from San Diego. And I was like, you know what? I'm the type of person that likes to support other people that are doing, you know, good for themselves or that are trying to, you know, create content here in San Diego. So I hit the follow button, and then, I mean, you know, quick enough, you hit me up, and I was like, hell yeah, bro. Like, to me already, that was like, that's good vibes already from this guy, you know? Like, a lot of times, there's been times when you follow someone from your own city and they don't even shoot you a follow back. They don't show no love or anything like that. So to me, just the fact that you reached out right away, it was like, you know what, he's got good vibes, bro, you know?
Yeah, thank you, bro. You know what, like, and that's something that I'm currently trying to do more. That, you know what, to show love back, and hey, thank you for this, thank you for that, right? Because like you said, a lot of times people struggle with the fact of like, even just like, hey, you know what, thank you for this, thank you for the follow, you know what I mean? People don't have to follow you. People don't even have to hit the like button, right?
Yeah.
But I noticed that, and obviously you had a lot more I guess, followers than my freaking podcast that I'm literally just starting off, right?
Yeah.
So I seen that, I'm like, oh, bro, I had to follow him back, and I hit you up, and yeah, so I was very, very thankful for that. So I'm like, you know what, let's get him on, you know?
Oh yeah, no, thank you for inviting us or inviting me, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we take pride in our work, and I could tell that you fucking. I can tell that you take pride in your work, bro. You have a great place right here. I'm super impressed by the setup that you have here, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, it took us like 6 months to build this, me and my suegro.
I can tell. I mean,
Yeah.
This shows great, like a good amount of effort, and it shows that it took time, bro. It's really nice.
You know how at times, like when you watch like the Amazons, the freaking Disneys, you know how they start off from their freaking garages and
Apple.
shit.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's how I want to start. Like this is just starting off from like a little studio, and eventually I want to have like a huge fucking like studio and all that shit.
Before you know it, it'll happen, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like when I started my podcast and my content, you know, for me, it was like the whole opposite. It went from one day to another, just talking to my boy. At first, I was just creating videos, content, you know, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't we just try to do a podcast, bro? And like I told you, we went to the store, we bought all of our equipment, and literally that same night, we're like, all right, let's set it up. We just started moving chairs around, started setting it up, and then boom, first episode that night, you know? Like it took you time, so that there's the two different, you know, things right there. But like I said, I'm at the barbershop. It's a little different setup. This is like a very like nice spot right here. It's your little office. It's more of your style rather than mine, where it's like more rugged, a little more barbershop-y, you know, barbershop talk, barbershop feel and vibes and stuff like that. That's what I wanted to give, that type of vibe. So yeah, man, I really like your podcast, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, you know what? Well, I guess we can start off that way. I'm pretty sure you've already talked about it on your own platform, but
yeah,
since I'm just starting off this platform, why don't you kind of like start off how you started getting into barbering, and like how long you've been cutting hair for? Like, do you own your own business? A little bit of yourself, so people that are barely tuning in can kind of get a feel of who you are and how you started, bro.
Yeah. Well, first of all, my name is Polo. My name is Polo Barajas. I go by Polocutzsd on Instagram. I've been a barber for 16 years. I started cutting hair when I was 14 years old. I'm 30 years old now. Started cutting hair at a barbershop. Like, you know, you're you know, that same story that almost every barber has. You know, you start off in a garage or in a bathroom and stuff like that with your friend. For me, it was my best friend we're still best friends, but at the time he started cutting his own hair, and he would cut my hair, and then he would ask me like, hey, try to cut my hair. And you know, little by little, I would just practice. Before I knew it, I was already doing fades, and then started, you know, getting more people in. My parents were very supportive, bro. Once I started, they bought a whole barber kit. They set me up a little dope ass station in my house, in my garage, and just started fucking, you know, word of mouth telling people that I was cutting hair, and I was even cutting up my high school teachers.
Oh shit!
After school, like instead of hanging, like it got to the point where, you know, I started, instead of hanging out with homies and friends, you know, like with girls or whatever, I started just going straight home and cutting hair. You know, I would do 4 or 5 people a day, cutting for $5 a haircut, $10 later on. And then once I turned 18, I decided to go to barber college. And after barber college, bro, I worked at a barber shop. Shout out to Fresh Up right there. I started in Horton Plaza, and then I went to Plaza Bonita. I worked at Parkway Plaza. I was there for like 2.5, 3 years, bro. Saved up some money, man, and I found a spot, bro, and I opened up my own place in 2014. Ace of Fates Barbershop. It's been open for about 9 years. Actually, April 4th is going to be 9 years. 2 years ago, I opened up my second barbershop, and it's a barbershop with a tattoo shop in the back as well. So it's 2 businesses in one. So half barbershop, half tattoo shop.
Oh shit!
And then also like about 2 years. Well, I've been that second business has been open for a little over 2 years. I started creating content 2 years ago exactly. And dude, ever since, man, I just been going hard, bro, with the content creation. And barbering, it's became like a second nature type of thing for me already. I do it every day. Like even customers of mine or barbers that work with me that have been with me for so long, they always tell me like, dude, you're like a robot already. Like you don't even look like you, like it's been something that I do every day for so long that I don't even think about it anymore. Like for me, just waking up and going to work is so normal that, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
to some people you think like, oh shit. Or I've had other jobs before too, you know, where I have to get up and go to work and you either hate it or you don't, you know, you just don't feel the drive to go to work. For me, it's just like every other normal day, you know.
Yeah.
It's became like second nature.
So what kind of jobs did you have before starting barbering, bro?
Before I was a barber, bro, I worked at a Sam's Club. I don't know if you're aware, if you are familiar with the Sam's Club.
Yeah.
I started there I started pushing carts outside, bro. I think I was getting paid like $8.50 an hour. It was in 2009, 2010.
Okay.
And then in high school, I was taking this ROP class, auto shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So they would teach us right there how to change tires, brakes, stuff like that. And I noticed that there was an auto shop, like you know the tire shop inside Sam's Club. And I lied and I was like, dude, you know what? I know how to change tires. I know how to do all this stuff, blah blah. Would you guys be willing to, you know, like I wanted to get paid more, but I want, you know, can you guys switch me to the, it was called TMA, to the auto shop. And I was like, I know how to do it all. I had no fucking clue what I was doing, bro. And yeah, dude, they interviewed me and they approved me. I went over there and I was out the rain, bro, and out of the sun after that. And that's when I started going to barber school. And yeah, man, I ended up leaving that job because, like how we were talking about it earlier off the camera, if you want to do something, bro, you gotta either give it your all or not. If you do it halfway, you're not gonna really, you know, process and progress and get better at it. So it was either go to barber school, finish faster, or take longer and keep working. So I just ended up quitting, bro, just to, you know, follow my dreams of being a barber.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like as you were saying all of that, right? Like you pretty much like faked it till you make it type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was watching, I think I was watching like something motivational, right? That it was talking about like, we're all fucking characters in this life, right? It's just like we're human beings, but we're acting as a specific type of person, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you know? We have a title. Oh, I do this, I do that, right? But at the end of the day, we're just a freaking person, a human being. But like, for instance, right now, like, I have a podcast, right? I'm a podcaster, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just having a conversation with you. It just so happens that I've done a little bit of research. So technically, I'm faking it till I make it, right? Eventually, I have.
Oh, you're not faking it no more, bro. You're making it.
Yeah,
for sure,
bro.
Yeah, you're making it, man.
Thank you, bro. And it just kind of goes into like, man, if you want to do anything in life, it's just like just get in there, take the first step, and then eventually everything will fall into place.
For sure, that's the hardest thing, bro. Like that's when if you wanna follow a dream or get started in anything, the hardest thing is to take that first step, bro.
Yeah,
you know, you're not gonna. Your house ain't gonna turn fucking gray on its own. You're gonna have to get up and go buy the paint so that it could turn gray, and then you're gonna have to paint it, you know. But the fact that you're getting up to go buy the paint to paint your house, that's what's gonna drive you to go. And once you have the paint there, you're gonna say, oh, you know what? I gotta paint it now.
Yeah, exactly.
So the hardest thing, bro, is getting up and getting started.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they say about the gym, bro. Like, you know what? Just go to the gym. You know what I mean? Once you're there, you're gonna fucking end up working out regardless, right?
I actually I want to say like let me see. No, actually, fuck, it's been longer already. I think it was in October. I signed up for this 3-month program to like a weight loss program, you know, with one of my boys. He's a big shout out to my boy Emilio. He's a professional basketball player in Germany.
Oh, shit, what the hell?
Yeah. Dope ass dude, bro. He's a childhood friend of mine. He came out here because he injured his Achilles, and he was offering training class, or, you know, training for the gym. And I reached out to him. I was like, dude, what's up? You know, I want to lose some weight. Is there anything you can fucking help me out with, whatever? And he's like, dude, sign up for my program. It's a 3-month program. You know, you pay me this much, and I'll make sure you lose some weight.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, fuck, dude. And for the longest time, dude, for the past like 3-4 years, I've been trying to like get into the gym. And I just don't. And I never get to it, bro, because I don't have a responsibility to go to the gym, you know. And then once I signed up with him and I paid him the first payment, I was like, okay, now I have to get up and go. I made that first step of making the payment, bro.
Yeah.
And dude, I finished the 3-month program. I met my goal, and I actually lost like 3 or 4 pounds over what I was supposed to meet.
Shit.
You know, I ended up losing like I think it was like 14 pounds. And I wasn't, you know, a big guy or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get into the gym so I could, you know, create a healthy lifestyle. You know, I wanted it. It wasn't just for that 3-month program. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It was more of like I just wanted to get started because I had never been to the gym before. So yeah, man. Now I'm, you know, I don't go to the gym as often as I was going when I was with them.
Right.
But you know, I go and I check in, I do my workouts and leave, but it helped out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Do you feel like now it's kind of like a little bit of kind of like your maybe weekly routine, maybe just kind of like a part of your life now, right?
Yeah. So I remember my grandpa passed away on New Year's, bro.
This New Year's?
Yeah, this past New Year's. No,
that,
it's all good. He was old, bro. He lived his fucking great life.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
That's good.
It's one of those things where like kind of get relieved, like, oh shit, like all right, he's not suffering.
Yeah.
You know, good.
Definitely.
And I took off like a week, bro. I took a week off. I went to Mexico, and that kind of threw me off balance. Like it threw me off of my routine, and I felt guilty because I didn't go to the gym.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, fuck, man. Like I need to get back on it. And yeah, I could definitely see it. It's like a weekly routine for sure for me now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what part of Mexico, bro?
My family's from Mexicali, Baja California.
Oh, okay.
I moved out here when I was about 8 years old.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So you were born over there in Mexicali?
I was born in El Centro, which is like, so Calexico and Mexicali is like San Isidro and Tijuana.
Okay.
And El Centro would be like Chula Vista. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was born in El Centro, Imperial Valley.
Yeah.
But I was raised in Mexicali. You know, my mom and my dad, they have their crib out there, and eventually we moved out here because my dad would commute every day back and forth from Mexicali to San Diego because he worked here. But he ended up getting in a really bad car accident. He caught black ice and flipped, bro, almost died.
Wow.
And he was like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit no more. He told my mom, "You ready? If you don't come with me, I'm gonna take the kids, and
Oh wow.
you know, I'm gonna there's a better life waiting for us over there. You want to come or not?" And obviously for her, since she didn't speak no English, she had all her family there. And you know, it's harder for my dad is he's more like wild, and he'll say fuck it. He'll move from anywhere. You know, he's not attached to anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying women are attached to things more than guys, but my mom was more attached to her family than my dad was to his family. So for her it was kind of hard, but
you know what?
Following him.
But you know what? At times that's how it goes, bro. Like I mean, I don't want to get into that subject because it's a touchy subject, right? But at times it's kind of like, you know what? Like the men usually take a lead, right? And then the woman is like, if she's for it, like, you know what? Let's do it, right? As a team,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a man needs a fucking good woman to fucking be behind him at all times, brother.
Bro, look at that sign I have, right? My girl got me that, but
yeah,
I strongly believe that, right? That
Yeah.
behind, like, I strongly believe that, right? Because, so by the way, I have this sign that my girlfriend Cello gave me, right? Because, like, if I'm gonna be successful, my girl's gonna be successful, right?
Yeah.
But I can't do all of this if I wouldn't have the right partner, right? Because I've been like stuck in like toxic fucking relationships that like I've stopped even being myself, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So now having the right person that's gonna back you up and doing all of that, man, I feel like I can conquer the world, right?
Yeah. That's in the same position that I am, bro. I married my wife about 3 years ago, and she's super fucking supportive of everything that I want to do, and she's a great hard worker. She takes care of me very well, you know, and I take care of her. But like you said, bro, like behind every king there has to be a good queen, you know? And
definitely.
Yeah, man. Like and another thing too, like how you said right now, like, you know, if you're successful, she's successful, like that's very important. But it's also very important too, you know, to both of you guys have to have your own success too, you know? And like I don't know if you remember when Will Smith said that in order for him to make his wife happy, he needs to be happy himself first, you know?
Yep, definitely.
You get me? So that's I mean, it's kind of weird to bring up Will Smith because of all the shit that he's going through with his wife and shit. But it was a great saying that he said. But I mean,
No,
shit,
I
things
agree,
happen.
bro. Because if if you're being successful and then your partner doesn't like they're not
Matching.
they're not matching, or at the same time they don't feel fulfilled in their own like person,
Yeah.
it's gonna cause drama eventually.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
That's why I make sure that even though right now I'm the one like grinding, putting in work towards my goals and dreams, I try to make sure, hey, what do you want to do, right?
Exactly.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And if I feel like they want to do something, okay, how can I help you accomplish this, right? But if I feel like that she's just hanging out, we even joke about this, right? She's all like, you know what? She tells me, I think she even told me today that, you know what, you have to work smart. You have to work smarter, not harder, right?
Yeah.
She's like, you're doing all the work.
Oh, hell no, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I get it. Yeah, she's over here chilling. Huh?
Yeah,
Like,
but
hell yeah.
bro, she takes care of me, like, you know, with the house stuff, making sure the house is taken care of, the food, like things like that, bro. So it's a team effort.
For sure, all the way.
Like right now, like she brought the water.
No,
you know,
yeah,
like
that
she
was very nice of her.
So it's just like a team. Like that's why if she wasn't taking care of like all the other stuff, bro, like I wouldn't be able to do that. And even just having the support, bro, like
Yeah,
that's huge for me.
big time. I think that goes a long way, bro. Just moral support.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to ask you, I know we were kind of like talking about this like off camera, but like why content creating, bro? Like why are you like before we started this podcast, you were saying like, oh, I bought all this equipment. We were actually about to check out from Best Buy, but then I saw this guy with a whole ass freaking dope ass equipment that I pretty much returned everything and I got the best of the best. Why are you investing so much into content creating, and just why, bro?
So, dude, since I was a kid, if you go to my house, bro, I still have all my VHSs, bro. Like me and my best friend too. We used to recreate movies that we liked. We used to recreate shows and stuff like that. Like I don't know if you remember, like Reno 911.
Oh yeah,
remember that? The guy with the short shorts,
yeah, bro.
So we used to recreate those videos all the time. Like we had our big ass camera, you know.
Yeah.
We were little, bro. We were like, I was like, I want to say like 8, 9 years old, and he was like 12, you know. And we would always recreate that. We recreated the whole Scary Movie 2. Remember Scary Movie 2 with Smokey and fucking. And,
oh shit.
So we recreated that movie, and then when I was at home. When I would be at home, I remember my mom bought me a little like a recording camera, the smaller ones, and I would always just make my own videos, right? So ever since I was a kid, bro, I just liked being on camera, and I've always been very talkative, very creative, you know. I'm not very tech savvy, like when it comes to like editing or being on the computer. Like I'm not really too good at that. I have like this how can I say it? I don't want to say ADHD, but it's hard for me to focus like on a I can't watch a whole movie, bro, because I get anxious. You know, I want to get up and go do something. I like to be active and stuff like that. I can't be on the computer for too long, even on my phone, bro. Like I'll be on it, but then I'm like, all right, that's enough. You know, I like to. That's why I think I like cutting hair, because I'm creating every day. You know, so since I was a kid, dude, I've been recording myself, and for the longest time, dude, I've been telling my wife, like, dude, I want to create content, but I'm not good at it, you know. Like I'm good at being on camera, but I'm not good at editing or shooting and stuff like that. And I met this guy, Omatic, bro. Big shout out to my boy Omatic. He's my right hand man when it comes to this content creating. He's the one when I met him, bro. Him telling me that he was an editor and a videographer, and me telling him like, hey, you know what, I've been doing this on my own, but I'm not really feeling it. Is there any way you can help me out with this? Blah, blah. We started talking, chopping it up. He made me a video, bro. And just once I seen the video and myself on the camera, and it looked all like dope and like clean, like the quality was great. The audio was good, you know. All the little shots that he would make, the B-roll and stuff like that. Once I seen all that, bro, I was like, oh yeah, this is it for me. Like I want to be a fucking content creator.
Fuck yeah.
And excuse me, we created a YouTube channel, bro. We did an Instagram. Our YouTube channel is called my YouTube channel is called Off the Clipper, and I do everything, bro. I do vlogs, I do tutorials, I do giveaways, I do hype videos, I have a podcast, I do like unboxing You know,
Oh, shit.
I fucking do reviews. Everything you can think of, bro, when it comes to barbering or so my channel is called Off the Clipper. It's the reason why I named it that. It's because it's anything. I'm gonna record and document everything that I'm doing when I'm off the clipper, like away from the clipper, and everything that I'm getting down off. You know, this is off the clipper, like with my clipper. You know, off the clipper. So that's the reason why I named them that. I named my channel that. Why content creating, bro? Because I'm creative. I like to. I have a I'm very I just like to fucking be on camera and get creative, bro.
I was gonna ask you, bro, like, because I feel. By the way, when's your birthday, bro?
June 17th.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I'm like, man, maybe because earlier we were talking, and I'll get back to everything you were saying, right? But earlier we were talking, I'm like, man, there's so many similarities, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually, my birthday's coming up April 13, right?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, I'm an Aries,
okay.
Right? And I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of fucking similarities, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like you have this artistic thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I do a little bit of art, like airbrush and things like that.
Oh,
I
sick.
do
Hell
canvas and a little canvas art. Before I used to do like body art before I got with my girl. Now she's like, no, you can't do
you can't do that shit no more, huh?
Yeah, bro. But
what type of body art did you do?
I did airbrush, just like airbrushing on like women's bodies and things
shit.
like that. Yeah, that was catching a lot of traction. But then at the same time, is like once I got with my girl, I'm like, you know what? That's not like my main focus, so I don't mind stopping that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's cool. That's awesome, dude. I actually use an airbrush myself for, but I use it more for like color enhancing, like lineups and beards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I also, I'm familiar with the airbrush for that reason. But
yeah, that's dope.
That shit's hard to control, bro. Like how you can make it go big and small, like the
With the trigger,
flare,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, bro. I've been I used to airbrush since I was like 17, 18. I never went to school for it or anything, but like I think around 18, 19, I had my own like little airbrush shop where I would do shirts. Back in the days, I used to do airbrush for, I don't know if you are even familiar with this, but there was a lot of party crews.
Yeah,
back really?
Hell
you were
yeah.
part?
Yeah, well, I'm 30 years old. How old are you?
I'm gonna be 35, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I was probably looking up to your generation, you know?
Yeah.
I was like 14 when I was going out at a young age, bro.
Yeah,
Like that's why I also feel like where I am today, it has a lot to do with my. I mean, I don't want to say I'm fucking the most popular person in the world, but I've always been a very like outgoing person.
Yeah.
You know, good. Like I get along with everybody. I've never fucking, fucking had any drama with anybody.
That's dope.
And I've always been that guy that's like that was at parties. That was I was always out there like that. So I remember party crews, bro. That shit was badass. I went to a couple parties like that.
Really? No way.
Yeah, for sure.
Were you part of a party crew by any chance?
No, I wasn't a part of any party crew, like a legit party crew. And I would never say that just because I hate, you run into someone that's always saying like, oh yeah, I was a part of this.
Yeah, fuck that.
But I knew a lot of homies of mine that were in fucking big ass party crews.
Any party crews that you remember by any chance? Anything?
Nah, bro. Like
nah,
not off the top of my head. But I went to parties with a couple of my friends that were all about like, dude, they would fucking put their names on their fucking on their shirts and fucking like something. What was it? TD. Something entertainment. Fucking.
Everybody had that entertainment or productions, bro.
I just remember that shit at the end of every fucking party crew name, bro. But
I was doing a lot of those people's shirts, bro.
Oh, that's tight. That's
with
crazy.
The freaking paint like all splattered on the shirt, or with freaking airbrush. Like I had different styles, right? But I was doing a lot of their clothing, or even on their shoes, bro.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? I have shoes like that I got made fucking so long ago.
Yeah. You still have them?
Yeah, I have them. I swear to God. I'm telling you. See, they didn't have a party crew name or anything, but they had my name. You know?
Like your nickname or something like that?
Yeah. But they didn't have a party crew name because I never liked being a part of like a crew, just because I've always, like I said, I like to get along with everybody. I never like to be a part of one specific group just because a lot of times I would notice that a lot of fucking friends of mine would have beef with other, and not just party crews, but like every now and then I would have a friend that was like, or a fucking gang member or a fucking, like like back in the day, they used to call them socials and stuff.
Oh,
Like, you know how,
yeah.
like I was cool with the cholos and I was cool with the socials,
Yeah,
and it was
same.
like, and these guys were like fucking fighting, and I'd be like, oh hell nah. How am I gonna say that I'm from this or this when
Yeah.
I get along with both of them?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like even with like, you know, the blacks and you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like I'm cool with this guy, and then I'm cool. Nah, bro. Like
Same with me, bro.
you know?
Like I used to be around with a lot of different like crew members, gang members, right? But I used to hang out with a lot of them, right? But I'm like, why fucking join them if I'm just friends with them? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why am I gonna get fucking beat up to be part of them when I'm already hanging out with them?
Yeah, for sure.
But thankfully, they always respected my. I guess they never even
and that's
like
a good
asked
friend,
a question,
bro. Those are good friends, you know.
Yeah.
Because I actually dealt with people when I was younger that would tell me like, hey, you know, come fucking join us or whatever, and I'd be like, nah, bro, what the fuck? Like, why would I want to do that? You
Yeah.
know, like you don't own that place.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
definitely.
and oh fuck you, whatever. Get the
Yeah.
fuck you then. Get the fuck out of here. Be like, what the fuck? All right, well, like,
Yeah,
well, I mean, if that's what it took for me to find out that you weren't a true friend,
yeah,
then
definitely.
thank you, you know. And I remember I would tell my parents like, man, this happened to me, and they'd be like, dude, like, if that person wasn't able to accept you like that way, if they were trying to force you into that, then they're not fucking with you, bro. They're
Yeah.
just, you know, they don't want good for you. They want bad, you know.
Yeah, definitely,
And
bro.
I learned that at a very young age, bro, and it's very important for us to teach the younger generation that too.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, I'm very thankful. Not even once, bro. They didn't even ask me. Like I was just there, and they just like, even though they were doing their thing, they had their beef with other people, whatnot. Not even once did they ask me, hey, what's up? Are you gonna get down? Not even once. So
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for that, bro. But I was always around them. And I still talk to them. I still
Yeah,
talk
me
to
too.
a few of them. Yeah.
It's funny because I got caught between a fight one time with like two big ass groups that I knew both, and I knew both of them, and I was literally like watching them just fight, bro. And they would like not once did anybody like come up to me and like, you know, fucking try to do anything to me. But I was just like this is insane, bro. Like we're all in the same fucking we're all in
Yeah.
the same school.
Yeah.
Like just because you're this way and you're this way, I don't know. It's
I hope at one day, man, all of that shit just fucking ends, bro. You
it's
know what I
getting
mean?
worse, bro.
You think so?
Well, gun violence, like street gun violence, I feel like it's just getting
Yeah.
worse and worse.
But what about like gang violence and shit? Like at
Well-
least now, even though I'm still like pretty close to like the hoods and like we're not that far away. I feel like San Diego's pretty small, right? But at least I don't see that happening. But yet again, I'm like a lot older now that I'm
Yeah.
out of high school. But I'm hoping at one point all that shit fucking just ends. You know?
I mean, I don't know if it'll ever stop, bro, but I hope it does.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to say maybe because I'm at the barbershop and the word gets around faster in the barbershop, you know,
Yeah.
and we hear more like, you know, like I have a barbershop in Chula Vista and a barbershop in Imperial Beach. And I mean, word people come in and they talk, you know, and I hear things like, oh, this person, this and that, this person, like, so it's still pretty active out there, you know. And nowadays, I don't know if you hear a lot about it, but I do. Kids, it's so common for kids to carry guns now, bro. Like,
Fuck.
I see kids walk into the barbershop with guns in their backpacks. I've seen that shit before. Like, I've had to you know, not kick them out, but tell them, hey, you know what, bro, like, leave that shit at home and come back, you know.
Yeah.
We can't have that shit right here.
Fuck, that's crazy.
And when I
bro.
mean kids, bro, like 15-year-olds, like 16-year-olds, I've talked about it on my podcast, dog. It's insane, bro. How easy it is for them to have access to guns, bro. Especially like these ghost guns.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's the streets are flooded with those, bro. It's insane.
That's crazy, bro. My my girl Cello, she actually worked for the school system. It's crazy, bro. They're over there fucking smoking weed in the bathrooms. They're over
Yeah,
there
bro.
fighting, bro.
And they have it's so easy for them because they got vape pens, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Even though they would get caught, they wouldn't do anything to them. And
really?
that's why she left, because she's like, you know what? I'm trying to do my due diligence and like stop these kids from doing this and that. But then the principal, vice principal, oh, you know what? Well, there's no real evidence it was them, and they would just like
What?
create some sort of excuse
Yeah.
to excuse them. And that's why she's like, you know what? I'm trying to do the right thing, and yet again, like the higher ups are not doing anything about it, so they
Yeah.
just let it be.
Yeah, no, I mean, everybody has their choice, but I would think the same way as her, bro.
Yeah, bro. And well, I think earlier you were saying about content creating, all of that. Is there any specific like podcasts or YouTubers you watch, bro?
So right now I've been watching a lot of obviously the main one that I really watch a lot is Joe Rogan. I watch the Nelk Boys.
Oh yeah.
I love the Nelk Boys,
Yeah.
that type of style. I've also been watching, I don't know if you're familiar with these guys. It's a Spanish podcast. They're called La Cotorrisa.
Oh yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like fucking one of my favorites, bro. I love their system, like how they do anecdotes and
Yeah.
they read a lot of their viewers' anecdotes. So they'll post something on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, we want to hear stories about the fucking worst accident you've had, shit accident you've had where
Yeah.
you shit your pants or whatever, and people just send it out and then they'll read them and then they'll just fucking
Yeah.
talk about it, crack up. They'll share their own fucking
Yeah, that's dope.
experiences and shit. That's a really dope one that I like a lot. I've been watching another one lately. Gosh, I
Yeah.
can't.
What about Goosegri? You watch Goosegri?
No.
No, he's probably one of the biggest Mexican podcasters right now.
Goose Kitty?
Goosegri? Yeah. No, yeah, he's fucking dope, bro. Yeah, he's done like pretty much everyone. He's like the trendsetter for like Mexican podcasting.
What does he look like?
He's a little bit chubby. I think.
No.
Nah?
Nah, Chubby, the only one I know is La Mole.
Oh yeah, La Mole gets
Yeah,
out.
La Mole, that was cool. And then
Yeah.
I watch him. I also watch Leyendas Legendarias. I don't know if you know who they are.
Nah.
They're fucking badass. They
Yeah.
talk all about like fucking scary stories and stuff
Oh,
like that
shit.
in Mexico.
Yeah.
And here too. Flagrant with Andrew
Schultz or something like that.
There you
Yeah.
go. Him.
Fuck yeah.
That one's fucking badass. That's
Yeah.
actually one. Oh, and then you know what, bro? It's fucking crazy. I've been watching. My bad if I'm cussing.
Nah,
too
you're
much.
good, bro.
I've been watching a lot of Fresh and Fit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's insane, bro. Like that's what we've been having playing at the barbershop almost every day lately.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Why? What is it that you like about them?
Okay. I don't want people to think wrong because it's kind of like it's. Are you familiar with them or no?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I mean, how they are very like I don't want to say like misogynist. Is that what?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that that's what they are, but they invite a lot of girls and they shame on them and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and they talk shit to them, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of girls that go on there and stand up for themselves, and they have great fucking like they talk shit back. They talk back to them, and they have great points. I'm not saying that I'm all about that and that I support them. It's just entertaining for us, like
Bro,
it's more entertainment for us, and that's why we watch it, because we like to see, we get entertained by their drama and all that
You
stuff.
like to see both sides of the
Exactly.
spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Bro, it's funny, right? Man,
But there's a lot of times that I disagree with Fresh and Fit, bro. Like I disagree with them most of the time.
Yeah.
In my house, bro, it's 4 women and two guys. Me and my dad, and then we got my sister, my wife, my daughter, and my mom. Like in my family, like in my
Right.
close family.
Yeah.
So like, I'm all about women, bro. Like my wife, she's a tattoo artist. She's a badass tattoo artist. She's fucking smart. My sister's a psychologist. My mom has a fucking great business. My daughter, she's 7 years old and she's a character. She'll have you cracking up. Like if you guys go check out my podcast with her, the episode, like she was only like 6 years old and she's like a big time character. Like you could tell that she could stand up for herself, and she walks in the room. She's not shy. She's like all about, like me, kind of, you get me?
Yeah.
So I'm all about, empowering women and all that and supporting them. But sometimes, obviously, you get girls that are like
Yeah.
not all the way there, and
All right.
these fools take advantage
you
of
know,
that.
You know what I noticed is that the women they take to their podcast, they have a lot of similarities,
Exactly,
right?
that-
They're all
yeah.
like into the social media,
OnlyFans,
yeah, there
strippers,
you go, yeah. So you can't really like, okay, you're only bringing this demographic,
They do
right?
every now and then. They do bring in some like educated girls in there, and you could tell the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's super entertaining to watch them.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna talk about it much, right? Because I had a friend come over and we had that similar talk, right? And she was pretty much putting everything out there on how she takes care of or how she handles men, and how she knows that if a woman, because women have a lot of power, right?
Yeah.
But if a woman actually uses and plays her cards right, she can control men in different ways, right?
Yeah, for sure.
After I posted it, had to take the fucking
Really?
podcast down, bro.
Why?
I guess there was a lot of backlash. Yeah.
I would have used that for my advantage.
You would figure, right? You
Yeah.
would figure. Yeah, God requested all of that to be taken down
By who?
by her.
Oh.
Yeah, by her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by
All right,
her.
that's understandable.
Yeah, it sucks,
I mean,
bro.
if she asked you for that, then yeah, but damn, that would have been great content.
Bro, like I'll show you off camera just because out of respect for her. Like now,
Yeah.
even now, bro. Like I just because of that, I just like even though she was a very good friend, was and I guess is, but I was just like, man, there was so much freaking work put into that podcast
Bro,
and reels.
that's great content. Dude.
Yeah, but I guess it affected her in a personal matter. So I'm like, okay, I guess it is what it is. But you know what? Like you came here willingly to come and talk, and now you're making me like delete it. But which I
Yeah.
didn't have to, right?
You know what, bro? Like there's been a couple times where people ask me to delete stuff.
No way, really?
And I don't.
Oh shit!
Because I tell them before the podcast, like, hey, like we're not gonna edit anything and we're not gonna remove anything. So whatever you want to say, make sure you're okay with saying it.
Yeah.
And if you say something that you regret, I have to leave it on. You know why? Because like me, my podcast is real. You know, like it's liberal, it's real, and it is what it is, bro. Like,
fuck, I love that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, like I wish I would like. Being honest, it's archived, right?
Yeah.
It's not deleted.
yeah, hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
I don't plan on fucking deleting it. But at the same time,
Nah,
I don't
don't.
plan on posting it, right? Like,
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
just keep it in the records, you know?
If she's your friend, bro, I mean, what you did is you did it out of a good heart. You removed
Yeah.
it for her. You know,
Yeah.
that's good. You're a respectful
Yeah.
person. You know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, bro, like,
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing too, bro. Like, it's just kind of like I was in the matter of like, you know what, you said a lot of dope ass shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess it started like backlashing. Like, I guess it was affecting her in a personal level, maybe with whoever she was talking to, whatever, which I disagree with, right? But like you said, out of respect, out of like, you know what, not causing any drama because of her collabing with me, then it is what it is.
yeah,
Right. But at the same time, it's like, like, for instance, like you and I, right? If there's, because at times people are going to slip, right? Or say something like, oh shit, you know what? I said this. Can you just crop that out? Sure. But tell me before I fucking edit
Post
it.
it.
Yeah.
Or-
Or
yeah,
posted
yeah,
it, you know?
Yeah, because it looks worse on you to post it and then remove it.
Yeah, and yeah, it is what it is. But I think there was a lot of good freaking talks. Even girls were like, you know what, like say it louder for the people in the back.
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
You know, like people liked it, bro. But
Yeah.
but
Was she for or against women? I mean,
look, I'll give it, and I'm not gonna say no names. Whoever watched that episode, it is what it is. But for example, she was saying something along the lines that women have a lot of value, right? And that because men are always like chasing after women, right? So with them having the upper hand when it comes down to that, they can easily take advantage. For instance, she said, well, I can easily tell a guy, hey, I'm struggling to pay this bill. It's $100. And she said, if I have a roster of 10 guys, I can easily have $1,000, right? So, and then she would get a lot of different gifts from men. And she's not even posting shit like that, like on OnlyFans, like none of that. She's just your average girl, but she understands that a woman has the upper hand.
Yeah.
Right. So she was just putting everything out there. And I guess it backlashed on her for whatever reason. Maybe it started affecting her in a financial matter. By the men
they weren't giving her the $100 no more.
because they saw the podcast.
They're like, oh hell no, she's doing me dirty.
I know for a fact they saw the podcast. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much, bro.
They were like, she's been fucking fooling me this whole time. She's like,
So they felt attacked, right?
yeah, they were like, fuck that.
Yeah. So, but you know what? I was for it because I strongly agree. Because she used to put me on game back in the days when I was depressed and shit like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know what, Angel, you need to value yourself. Yeah, bro. But yeah, you know what? Like she used to put me on game when it came down to like, Angel, you know, you need to value yourself as a man, because as a man, if you focus on yourself right now, and you continue building, the type of girl you're gonna get later on is just gonna be of a higher value, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, look, as a woman, now my value is only going to depreciate as I get older. Why? Because men are only going to be focusing on the younger girls. So she was like putting me on game back in the days. Even though I already knew this, right? But coming from a girl and coming from an outsider perspective into my life, it was kind of like, you know what? She knows her shit, you know, and she's being real. That's why I wanted to have her on the podcast. She came, she did everything, but then for some reason she wanted everything down, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I like that you say that, hey, you know what? If you come here, everything's going to stay on. I like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as you let them know before, bro, it shouldn't be a problem, you know?
Yeah.
People always gotta watch what they say before they say it.
Exactly.
I forgot where I heard it, bro, and it was such a great fucking documentary that I was watching the other day. But they say that you always gotta think before you speak, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very important, dude. It's and especially now. I was talking to my boys at the barbershop the other day. I was like, man, now that we're like creating content, we gotta really watch what we say. You know, like we can't just talk out of our ass anymore like we used to. I said that for some reason. We were watching something on YouTube. It was it was, I don't know, some type of like, you know, news that came up on YouTube of one of the actors or actresses that said something and they ended up fucking regretting it and then had to fucking say like a apology, make like an apology speech to the people, you know. And you always got to make sure you think before you speak.
Yeah, definitely.
And not just on camera. That's all the time.
Yeah, just in general.
You can really
right?
hurt some people's feelings, bro, by saying fucking fucked up shit when you're upset or sad, you know? Even happy, bro. Like, you could be fucking happy because you just won $10,000 at the fucking casino, bro. And people could fucking take shit the wrong way thinking you're over here fucking, like, presumiendo and shit, you know? Like, I don't need your help no more. Like, whatever. Like, I fucking made it already. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, all right, fuck you then. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're just happy out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we're just freaking human beings, bro.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
We're going to make mistakes. You know what I mean?
All the way. Hell yeah.
That's what's kind of like, hey, you know what? Nobody's fucking perfect. The thing is, like you said earlier, like if you're putting yourself out there and creating content, especially with podcasting, bro, you're gonna say a lot of different things, and at times like, fuck, people are gonna take it a specific way, and now people like trying to cancel, bro. Like,
oh man,
I hate that shit. You know what I mean?
That cancel culture is fucking.
I hate that, bro. Like, hey, you know what? If you just don't like this person's content or whatever, just move on with your life and let that person be.
Yeah,
you know?
That cancel culture, bro, they only fucking cancel who benefits, who they benefit from canceling. You know?
Right.
I always think of it like that. Like, you know how, I don't know if you're aware of this whole 6ix9ine situation that just happened a couple of days ago where he got beat up at the gym.
Yeah.
So I saw this post that said, all right, how come this guy is able to walk around? I'm sorry. How come this guy gets beat up, right? When all he did was snitch on fucking guy. Again, this is street stuff and stuff. Yep. I get it. Some people in the streets, they say like, oh, snitching is prohibited, whatever, you know. But like, he says like, dude, these guys were like, they were smashing my baby mama, my girl, you know, behind my back. Like, and they expect me to fucking do time for them.
Yeah.
When you're in the street, a rat is a rat, you know, and you if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's what they say, you know. I get that, you know, being a snitch is the worst. I understand that, right? But how is it that he gets beat up, but fucking Andrew Zimmerman doesn't get beat up when that fool's the one that shot Trayvon Martin, or what's his name, Trayvon Martin or something like that? That black kid that was walking around with the Skittles, and then the fucking security guard thought it was a gun and he shot him. Trayvon Martin or something like that.
Yeah.
Andrew Zimmerman.
Okay.
This happened a few 9 years ago. But how is it that he could still walk around?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that.
But even taking it to like, and I guess we don't have to take it like up to that level, right? But there's a lot of fucking famous people doing like crazy ass shit, right? Yeah. Like the fucking islands and things like that. And they're still fucking around, right?
Exactly.
And how come people, or the people from the hood or whatever the case, or just people in general, how come they're not like standing up and actually trying to fight for that, right? To put those people behind bars.
Cancel them,
cancel them, bro. That they're actually committing fucking huge ass crimes, right?
I mean, messing with the kids, bro, that's terrible.
Exactly, right? But yet again, like if somebody like does a little mistake, or they're just looking out for themselves at the end of the day, they want to cancel them or they're just hating on these people. But yet again, you have like huge politicians, huge celebrities out there doing some crazy shit. But yet again, they just kind of disregard it or push it to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that, bro.
Yeah, same here. Dude, this is like a barbershop talk right now, bro. I swear. When this shit comes up at the barbershop, everybody's like, fucking just throwing
definitely.
in their 2 cents. Nah, that's insane, bro. I think I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. It's just crazy, bro. And then another thing too that a lot of people disregard is when somebody brings something to light, it can easily be disregarded, but just calling it, oh, it's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I hate that shit because once somebody labels something as a conspiracy theory,
it's ignored.
Yeah, it's ignored, bro. But that was created, from what I heard at least, by the FBI to downplay it. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because as soon as somebody like refers to a specific story as a conspiracy theory, you're already kind of like, well, I don't know. How do you know this? How do you know? You know what I mean?
You know what? You just blew my mind because I say that a lot. You know, when someone tells me like a story, I'll be like, are you sure that's not a conspiracy theory? But now that you say that, bro, I'm a fucking...
Yeah. Why not like look it up?
Yeah,
you know
no. And I love doing research, bro. Like, I'm all about fucking researching. And, you know, I don't like to talk about something if I don't know anything about it. And fuck, dude, now that you say that, it's like, damn, what if they did make that just to make people ignore, you know, those...
Yeah. Like exactly, bro. Yeah, definitely. So I'm glad you caught that, right?
I learned something new today.
Dope.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, because my girl would tell me some shit or at the barbershop and I'll be like, bro, that's a fucking conspiracy theory. But it sounds legit, you know? Like, it sounds legit, but nah, the government ain't gonna do that to us. What the fuck you mean? Like, why would it? And then, you know, and in my head, I'm like, nah, dude, that sounds fucking legit, but no way, bro. You know, like, now that you say that, I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and you know what? When I started, like, before, I used to be like, I don't know, when I started realizing that people are really, really controlled, bro, it was like, what is it, like 2 years ago with
COVID?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. When I saw that shit, when I saw people walking into stores covering their mouth, right? Yeah. They're perfectly freaking well. They're not sick, but they're putting this thing in their mouth. Yeah. Like, how can you have, like, let's say if you're sick, right? Oh, in order for you to be safe, I have to take this whatever shot, right? Or put this in front for your own benefit, right? But yet again, I'm perfectly fucking well and healthy.
Yeah.
Like, why? But when I saw like the masses like actually obeying into this and following, I'm like, fuck, man. Yeah. It really got me. Like, man, they have such huge power over the people.
Yeah, shit. I don't even man, that's just... COVID was fucking hard, bro. For me, like, they shut my businesses down for 2 years completely, bro. Like, I literally paid out of pocket for 2 years.
Really?
So I fucking hate COVID for that reason, you know? Like, I lost my crib for that reason. Like, I was renting an apartment and I chose to leave my crib, go to my parents. You know, I brought my family with me to my parents just so that I could keep... So I had my first business already. I was already like 7 years in. And then COVID started, and then I was fucking barely signing my lease for my second business. Damn. So imagine, like, they shut me down with me just barely signing my fucking lease. It was like a 5-year lease. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, what do you mean we can't fucking work?
That's fucked up, bro.
And that's when I was like, fuck, dude, they have control of us 100%. Like, they literally don't let me go to work. You know, like, I'm not essential, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's fucked up, bro.
You know?
But yet again, you have the huge corporations still fucking active, right?
Yeah.
Like the Walmarts, Targets. What's the difference between one another, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are still touching, you know what I mean? And you know what's crazy? Like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with like Bradley Martin or...
Yeah, fuck yeah. Raw.
So he never shut down, bro.
Yeah.
He never shut down his gym,
yeah,
right?
he changed the gym to something else, right? Like, it was like a... He changed the title of the gym to something else.
I don't think he ever changed that.
No, he did. I seen it on one of his episodes. He was talking about how, I mean, he didn't change the title completely, but he would say that it was like not just a gym, but like some type of, like a I don't even want to say the wrong thing, but I know he was talking to someone and he said, "Oh yeah, when the whole COVID shutdown was going on, I just said that we were having some type of meeting here or something like that, you know?"
Yeah, well, actually, well, I guess we'll touch base on a little bit into this, right? But anyhow, like, to make a long story short, he pretty much never shut down, right? They turned off his power. He was running his freaking gym generators, right? Anyways, he was putting, like, they were putting the pressure on him, right? Big time. But he never shut down. He still had people working out. Everybody's healthy, right? And then at the end of the day, after he went through different, like, I guess, hearings at the court or whatnot, later on, once this whole COVID thing was filing down, you know what? Yeah, we made a mistake. Yeah, you're fine. We pretty much take away all these different losses that we were putting on you.
Yeah.
And so, like, what the fuck? But yet again, you had a lot of people.
All these people shut down.
A lot of people shutting down. And when you're just telling this person that, you know what, we never had a case on you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, bro.
So me, bro, the first month for me, I was like, holy shit, they're telling us to shut down. I was like, I'm going to shut down just because I was like, you know what? Like, this shit looks serious, you know?
Yeah.
We had never seen this shit before, you know? I shut down the barbershop completely, bro. Everybody went their own way, like all my barbers, bro. And a month later, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back myself, but I'm going to fucking board up the windows. And I'm going to take everybody through the back door, you know? Myself. So I started doing that, and then, you know, little by little, there was another barber that was like, "Hey, what's up? Can I come in? Can I come in with you?" And I was like, "Fuck! Like, how am I gonna charge this guy rent to come in when he's not even like he has no access to walk-ins or anything like that? You know?"
Yeah.
So then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give him a deal. I'll cut his fucking rent in half. And then little by little, they started coming, and we were working under the, like, you know, it was like the prohibition times, bro. We were cutting hair, you know, illegally.
Yeah.
And we just made sure we had our mask on once again, like how you said, like, why the fuck do we need a mask? You know, that shit.
If you're perfectly fucking healthy.
Yeah, not just that, they just proved it that it was like useless, bro.
I was just bro. I've been saying useless. That. Yeah, but like, they convinced, they brainwashed the people.
You could literally blow off a candle with a mask on. You know, like, unless you have a KN95, then that one's it's good, you know. But the regular ones that we all had, like, that shit ain't helping,
bro. But yet again, like, all these people that ruin businesses, that ruin lives, bro. Man. How come nobody's attacking them?
Exactly.
Why isn't the people rising up against them?
Yeah, and I never got help, bro. Like, I think I got sent $1,000 one time only. Other than that, I wasn't approved for, like, the PPP just because I didn't have any employees. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing that fucking bugged me is I would see like Donald Trump. Was it Donald Trump or who was the president? Was it Donald Trump at the time? Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah. He would have a fresh ass haircut, you know, and I'm like, who cut his hair?
Yeah.
You know, like you got all these politicians next to him with the fresh ass cut, and I'm like, who's cutting these guys' hair? They're not cutting their own hair. Come on, dog. Like, how is man, COVID was it was a disaster, bro. But it made it, you know what though? But it made whoever fucking survived COVID, now I know I can get through anything. Yeah. You know, if I was able to get 2 businesses for 2 years, bro, by myself, obviously, you know, like a few months later, I had the help of some barbers that came back to me and they were loyal. Yeah. I wasn't charging them, you know, the regular amount of booth rent, you know, but I was making it on my own.
But now let me ask you this. Now going back to the whole conspiracy theory, right? When you said about, like, maybe you're questioning your wife, but, like, man, that sounds like a conspiracy. Now are you gonna be like, wait a minute, like, everybody that fucking was questioning about freaking the shot or all this shit going on, now are you kind of sick and like, you know what? Yeah.
Oh no, big time. Yeah. I mean, I've always been open-minded, bro. But I always think like, nah, that's a conspiracy, you know. But right now, since he told me that that you heard that the FBI put that saying for that reason, I'm fine. I ain't gonna say that shit no more.
Yeah, because they downplay it like that, bro. Yeah. They downplay it. Like, for instance, like, I remember this, and I'm a strong believer in quotes, bro. For instance, now, like, medicine, right? Yeah. Everything in medicine, it's a fucking business. You would figure, like, hospitals and all that is because of the government, but it's a private company, right? Yeah. So now it's like, then there's also, like, when I started doing, like, plant medicine, like I mentioned ayahuasca, things that. So the government bans all this stuff, right? Not for your well-being, right? But because it doesn't profit them.
Yeah, because it cures.
Yep. Exactly. So I'm glad you're open minded, but there goes to show you what they really care for.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. They want the fucking moolah, bro.
Yeah,
They're only gonna do what benefits them for
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
And they don't care for our well being, bro.
Hell no.
Nah.
They want to see a returning customer, just like we want to see returning customers. It's crazy, bro. The government's a big. I think they are our biggest enemies, bro, and our biggest fucking. They're the biggest fucking mafia there is out here.
Big time. And you know what? Like when I started like digging into like more into like finding out the true things behind the scenes and things like that, I started going into like a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
And I realized a lot of different things. And you know what? I wanted to wake up so many people, but just like you said, like a lot of people would downplay it.
Yeah.
Nah, you're crazy. But then like a lot of things actually came into fruition. But later on, I just realized, bro, you know what? Because people are not going to believe you. People are going to think you're crazy. But at the end of the day, I just had to look out for myself and then look out for my loved ones, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't save them all,
No, yeah, for sure. And I mean, to me, I'm pretty sure the reason why I always thought of things being a conspiracy is because, before you would hear some crazy ass conspiracies that were like, no mames, way, like you're smoked out, bro. Like, there's no way that's fucking real.
Yeah.
It sounds legit, but nah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably some tweaker fucking making up this fucking, But lately, bro, like the internet has been like, we have so much access to so much information, and smart people are like sharing information that it's like, dude, like it's definitely waking people up a lot more nowadays.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people also get fooled, bro. There's a lot of hoax out there. There's a lot of bad information that's
big time.
Like the other day, I had some client at the barbershop tell me like, we were watching Pawn Stars. I don't know if you're familiar with them. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, that guy. He just got sentenced for fucking being a pedophile." And I was like, "What the fuck? What do you mean?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Nah, bro. I'm pretty sure I would have heard it, and I wouldn't be playing that shit if it was, Yeah, bro. He fucking did." And I was like, "No way, bro." And I was like, "Let me see." And he started looking it up, and he's taking forever. And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, this fool." It was a fucking gun charge, bro. And I was like, and it wasn't even that guy. It was the other guy.
I hate that shit, right?
And I was like,
or when somebody just posted something like, I remember even I told my girl this, right? This was like probably a year, 2 years back. Somebody had shared a similar story about like a paletero, right?
Yeah.
That, oh, you know what? Don't buy anything from this guy because of this. Similar story as yours, right? They shared it on Facebook. My girl reshared it, and it's just causing a fucking domino effect. I'm like, wait, hold on. Do you know this guy? No, but look what it says.
Yeah, bro.
You don't know how much it's affecting this person.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You don't know how much it's affecting this person without you even knowing who this guy is.
Or the real story.
Yeah, exactly. And then I started looking at the comments. People are like, "Oh, you know what? This is a good person. I've been knowing him for so many different years." And then some other people gave a little bit more feedback in there, like, "Oh, you know what? This was posted by so and so that is just like trying to cause drama with him." But yet again, my girl was pretty much part of that field without even knowing because of a headline, right?
Yeah.
Similar to your homie over there in the shop, right? I hate that shit, bro. I fucking hate that because it's like, if you don't even know, why even put yourself in that place, or do a little bit of more research,
Yeah.
Bro, that's one of the reasons why. By the way, we're already like chopping it up, right? But we took a bathroom break. We didn't do it again. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do podcasting, bro. Because I want to get better. Communication skills. Another thing too is just kind of like having somebody in front of you that you completely don't know like much of, and just having a fluent conversation, right? Yeah. So I'm using this as a schooling. Yeah. But at the same time, I want to get better. So even that, what you were sharing right now is just like, fuck, I'm interested, right?
Yeah, bro.
But now, and this is not me being judgmental, because I feel like I get judged too, but do you ever get judged because of so many tattoos? Because, like, let's say, for instance, somebody from an outsider perspective, they would have never guessed, like, oh, this guy has tattoos. But yet again, you're trying to perfect your communication skills. That's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I was talking about it. I was talking about this with my barbers and my wife. I've been talking about this with them recently a lot lately because I'm trying to, I don't want to. I'm not trying to change my personality. I'm not trying to change the way I look. I'm not gonna fucking ever take off my tattoos, and I'm fully blasted. Like my arms are fully. I got 2 full sleeves. My chest and my stomach is fully done. I have back tattoos. My neck is fully done, and I have tattoos, and people might judge me a certain way. Often, actually, it happens to me a lot, bro. My barbershop back in the day, like my first barbershop, if you would have went back in the day, like 6 years ago, it's nothing like what it looks like now. Before, it was like a party barbershop. Like everybody would get there like on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays with beer, customers, they would feel comfortable with drinking, fucking, they would smoke outside, and it was more of like we were just vibing, partying. At the time, I didn't have a kid, before that I didn't have a kid, and I just didn't really care. I cared about my reputation. I cared about giving good haircuts, and if there was a lady that walked in or a kid, hey, everybody tone it down, but now it's more of like, okay, no more of that. We can't drink, we can't smoke here, none of that. We want to give a good, legit service, even though we were giving good services back then, but now we're gonna take it above and beyond to where we don't smell like weed, our hands don't smell like cigarettes, everything's clean. The music is not loud. I'm trying to change my ways now. I'm not the same. I was telling my boy, I was like, dude, I'm not the same person I was 7 years ago. I'm 30 years old. 30 years old now. My daughter's 7. She pays attention to how I am. I don't want her to fucking think that I'm a bum or that I just because I look this way, I'm a cholo or like I'm a fucking whatever, irresponsible.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have judged me for that type of person,
definitely.
And when they find out that I have businesses and that I actually am responsible, because I can work on my responsibility a lot more, but I am very responsible. Like I like to be punctual. I like to pay my bills on time. I like to make sure that when I let someone know that I'm gonna do something, if I give them my word, I like to deliver,
Yeah.
I'm that type of person. I hate it when people don't deliver to me. You get me? Like if you tell me something and you don't come through, bro, like don't be surprised if I don't talk to you no more.
Yeah.
Like first impression is important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got here 30 minutes or like 20 minutes early.
You did, bro.
And it's not because like I don't know. I just think like, how they say, if you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're 5 minutes late, you're fucking, you're done.
Yeah.
Your time with me is over,
Yeah. That's dope, bro.
So like with me, bro, like I'm all about my word, and yeah, man, like people do judge me sometimes, especially when I go into businesses, or when I'm not covered up and I have like, let's say if I'm wearing like a tank top during summer, tank top and shorts, and people do like they'll walk away from me if it's a lady and me walking towards each other. The lady will most likely like go around, and I'm not even like a big dude or anything. It's just they probably think I'm like, I don't know, but once they hear me talk, like something that my wife always tells me, like, damn, like I love how you talk to when I talk to my elders, I talk to them with so much respect, just because I was brought up that way. Like my parents, bro, my dad just barely got his first tattoos like 5 years ago,
No way, really?
Yeah, and it's because he always liked tattoos, and he saw me getting tattoos and getting all covered up, and he was like, man, I want one. And I was like, dude, let's go, I'll fucking take you, like, don't be scared. And now he has tattoos. My sister has tattoos. My mom doesn't have any, but she wants some, and they were never cool with it, like my parents were never cool with that, you get me? But they see that I'm tatted up and that I'm responsible, and I'm still, like everything they taught me, bro, like I still practice it. Manners, respect, like I'm respectful to my elders 100%. That's very important to me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, bro. Like I love tats because of the artwork. Plus I like the way they look, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can easily get judged, right? Especially like being Mexican and tats and just wearing a hat and shit like that. Easily get fucking judged,
Like before I got my neck, I barely got my neck done, like finished it. I had this tattoo on this side for like the past like 3-4 years, right?
Yeah.
But I recently did my whole neck, like finished it like 2-3 months ago.
Oh shit.
My mom got pissed at me, like pissed.
Really?
Pissed.
What'd you say?
Especially because I went up this high.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, why'd you go up so high? Like, that's so bad. Like,
Yeah.
it looks really bad on you. She's like, the artwork is beautiful, but it looks bad. Like, you look like, she's like, I would have never imagined you would have done that. I was like, I wasn't going to go halfway. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and she's like, ay, mijo, why'd you do that? Like, I don't like it. And I was like, well, look, like, this is me. I don't change. I'm still the same person. She's like, all right, well, okay, you know, but like, now that I have my neck tatted, bro, this changed a lot more. Like,
really?
It made it even like, yeah, before when I didn't have my neck like this, I didn't get that many bad looks. But now, like, I see it's a huge difference.
Really?
Yeah. Once I got this tatted, like my middle, like my sides, all of it, it's when I see it more now. Right. Like where people actually judge more. But then they see, and when they hear me talk, and I'm all respectful, or like, if there's been times where I have to pull out a freaking wad of money from my bag, and they're like, what? Like, like when I go to Mexico, bro, like before, back in the day, like, so me, I used to have dreadlocks. I used to have long dreadlocks. Like,
oh shit!
Past my ass, and I had a long beard.
Oh shit!
You know?
Yeah.
And I had tattoos when I used to go to Mexico, and even here too. People would be like, "Hey, are you a tattoo artist?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "No." Are you a rapper? No. Oh, what are you then? And I'll be like, "Oh, I'm a barber." So back in the day, people used to look at me and be all scared. Like when I would go to like Mexico DF or Mexicali or whatever, you're TJ too, you know. Right now, like the way I look, they know, oh, he has money because he's either a tattoo artist, a rapper, or a barber or something. You know, like people now with all that many tattoos, they're paying a lot of money for them. You know, so now it's kind of like people are starting to understand, like, hey, if you look that way, you're not just a hoodlum anymore. You know, you're actually like, you gotta pay for those tattoos. So that's just expensive. You know, like they're starting to understand that it's not. You can't just judge anybody by its cover. You know, because there's a lot of people with no tattoos, bro, that are fucking. There's a lot of religious people that are very
definitely, bro.
You know, bad people.
Even like they say that at times people with suits or people that you see on TV, you know, looking all presentable are probably even worse, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure,
you know
all the way.
Mean? Yeah. So I think it's fucking dope. I think fucking tattoos look fucking dope, bro.
Thank
you know
you,
what I mean? But the thing is that, like, same thing. Like, when I got tatted at first, I was like, kind of like, fuck, I already knew what was going to come with it. But you know what? Now, with modern times, it's more acceptable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
And fuck it.
It's mainly the older people that
I guess so, because they still have the same mindset from back in the days, kind of like, oh fuck, similar to what your mom was saying, right?
Yeah, dude, my mom was upset, dude.
Yeah.
Like she almost wanted me to like take it off. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Mom, I can't take this off. Like she was upset.
So after having so many tattoos, bro, do you have one in particular that means a lot more, or you just get a bunch of different tattoos just for the sake of it?
At the beginning, like I got the most meaningful tattoos out the way already. Now I feel like I'm just filling up my body.
Yeah.
Like, but I have meaningful tattoos. Yes, I have tattoos. I have my whole family tatted on me, like portraits.
That's
so I have my daughter right here, and then I have my sister, my wife, and then my parents. Excuse me, and they're like really fucking nice portraits.
That's dope, bro. So well, let me ask you this, right? So you have your family tatted on you. You're pretty much an entrepreneur. You're grinding, bro. You're investing into yourself, into social media. What would you say would be your biggest goal and dream in life? If I feel you're already fucking killing it, bro.
Man, my biggest goal in life, obviously, I don't want to work anymore. You know, that's once I don't have to get up in the morning and get to work. I would love to cut hair just for fun, you know, as a hobby. Maybe have 1 or 2 haircuts a day rather than having like 15, 20 haircuts a day, how I usually do. Not work and be able to create content like at any time, instead of having to like go to work because it's an obligation, because I have to feed my family and provide. Instead, be able to, you know, create content, have fun, be with my daughter. I would love to create more content with my kid, with my wife, you know, with my family. I get the most reaction, like I get the most traction and reactions from that that type of content when I'm with my family. So I would love to be able to do that more. Like, my goal would be to like have my dad and my mom like retire them, my sister, like if I could, and my wife, none of us have to work and just straight up just live off of my businesses, and content, man, like create content,
Bro.
that's like my biggest goal.
Like now I forgot if we talked about this on the podcast itself, but man, like I feel like I'm talking to myself in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Because I want the exact same thing, right? I want to be able to like obviously take care of like my loved ones, the people, like my inner circle, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, for me, I guess it has to do with being a creative, right? And for instance, for me, I just want to I want to be living a life that I can be sustaining myself through my creativeness, right? Through either content creating, through artwork. I just want to be pretty much doing me and being able to live my life. You know what I mean? That's why, like, even this, like podcasting, like even if I would be able to like make a living out of just podcasting, like uploading my content through YouTube or whatever other platforms there is, but that would be my biggest dream in life, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's why, like, I try to, so for example, you know, with my business, bro, I try to go for businesses that, I don't know if you ever read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh yeah.
You know how that book teaches you how to invest in businesses that money works for you rather than you working for the money.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the type of businesses that I'm trying to get into, which the barbershops, I'm already a barber, but being a barbershop owner, it's literally the same thing, you know? Like, if I open up enough barbershops, I'll be able to survive without me having to work.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm making passive income. Now, if I could do that, if I could open up enough barbershops or even like a barber school where I'm making fucking way more money, bro, and I don't have to like step a foot at work, all I got to do is just make sure that things are running smooth, hire a manager, and, you know, I could spend all that time that I'm spending now cutting hair with my family and creating content. That's my dream, bro. That's what I'm doing.
You know what? Before I used to be really into like, oh, you know what, the hustle, the grind, all of this, right? But now like my mind is shifting a little, bro, right?
Man.
My mind is shifting, right? Because that's not going to be sustainable to a specific, like on the long run,
Your
right?
body's going to fucking take a beating, bro.
So now, like you were saying, you have to work smarter, right? Like for instance, like let's say if you like, let's simplify it, right? Like how you were saying about you're a barber, but then eventually if you can have barbers like at your shop, obviously people are going to want the same service, right? So you're running a business without you even having to cut hair, right?
Yeah, man.
Like let's say, for instance, a business model right now, right? Like here podcasting, let's say eventually if I have my video my editor for my videos, right? Even if it's for podcasting, for reels, whatever the case is, eventually if I have an employee for doing that, I know other people are going to want the same service without me even having to touch that business at all, and it can just float by itself, right?
Yeah.
So, which before I used to take pride and joy into like, you know what, I'm fucking staying up late and editing my own videos and all of that, but you know what, I'm fucking going to sleep at midnight, waking up at 4 a.m. and just like taking a beating, bro. So my mind is shifting now, bro. Like my mind is shifting. Like, you know what, the hustle and grind is cool, but you know what, that's not sustainable. I have to figure out a different way to handle shit and just be more efficient.
Yeah, I mean, I always said, man, if I have to work harder to be able to pay for the things that I don't want to do, and I'm gonna work harder, you know. But eventually, why not just invest in an asset, bro, that's gonna pay for your expenses.
Yeah.
And make that expense be a freaking hobby or like another asset at the same time that could possibly eventually in the future become like a freaking goldmine for your income, you know.
Yeah.
Why not?
And that's the reason why I love podcasts, right? Because I watch a lot of podcasts, reels, things like that of what people are having to say. And just like any little thing can change your mindset, right? Any little thing that somebody says can change everything for the positive. And I learned that technique because of somebody, me and my boy, I was sharing like these little reels, right? And he said that this business owner said that like I needed, let's say, an accountant, right? So I hired on an accountant for my business so he can take care of that. But since he's already my employee, I knew that other entrepreneurs needed this accountant service. So now I have a business that other people, other entrepreneurs are hiring my accountant. So this accountant,
like you're referring them.
yeah, but now my accountant is free to me and I'm generating money from him.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Hell
it's
yeah.
just kind of like now you have this service free for you and you're creating money out of that.
Yeah.
So that's fucking it. So when I hear little things like this, like they call them nuggets, right? When I hear like these little nuggets and gems from people sharing their wisdom, it's just like, fuck. Like
Yeah.
I want to get to that level, bro.
Yeah. So something similar to that, bro. I have hundreds of customers. Like I want to say right now I have like 600 customers when it comes to cutting hair, right? And I have a few of them that are realtors, you know, and one of my boys, he's a really good realtor. I have a few of them that are really good, but one of them, he told me, he was like, man, he's like, dude, he's like, every time I post you, I get like 5 to 10 people messaging me that they know you, and it's always different people. Like every time I post a haircut of yours, like when he's getting a haircut, he'll like post a picture, and then he says that he gets like reactions from people like, oh, that's my boy Polo. Like I didn't know you cut your hair with him, and he's like, bro, you're fucking like every time I post something, I get a lot of people. He's like, dog, he's like, bro, why don't you become a realtor? He's like, it's so easy. He's like, I'll pay for your school. It's only like 200, but it's like 225, and it's like a 3-day course. You take your test and you're good. Like you'll have your license. He's like, that's how I did. And I'm like, for real? He goes, yeah, bro. And I'm like, well, he's like, I was like, you know what? I'll think about it. He's like, bro, you don't have to think about it. He's like, you talk to people all day. How many people do you see a day? And I was like, average 15 to 20 people.
Oh shit.
And then he goes, that's 15 to 20 people that you could ask if they want to fucking buy a house, or if they're interested, or if they know anybody that's looking for a house, their kid, their brother, their mother, their brother-in-law, anybody, cousin. He's like, you have so many opportunities of one of those people to buy a house. He's like, you could be selling them those houses while you're cutting their hair. I was like, yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. So I've been like kind of turning into that. But in the meantime, I've been referring them like customers, and a lot of them, they'll pay me like $1,000 for every house they sell that I send them, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, dude. Like
That's dope.
That's another, and believe it or not, bro, I've made money. Like I've literally paid both of my shops rent by referring people to my realtor homies.
Yeah.
And you know, the people that I send to them, they buy a house through them and they pay me off money, bro. Like they'll give me $1,000. I've paid both rents in 1 month off of that money.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's very important, bro, to keep like those type of connections, like how you said with your accountant, and then be able to refer people. Like people don't pay attention to that stuff, but there's so many ways to make money here, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I completely understand you when you say. Yeah. When you tell me about that accountant and the referrals.
Yeah, bro, definitely. It's just like, like as much as like I feel very, very fortunate for all the people that I came in, because like I've learned so much, bro, by a simple conversation. I don't even want to say simple, by a conversation just in general, right? That is just like, man, I feel so fortunate. Like, look, you're a freaking, man, this thing cut off.
No, you're good.
Like you're over here killing it in your business, right? The entrepreneur, you have 2 shops, you're a barber, you have all this different wisdom. Have musicians, bro, that even though they're still on the grind, they've been like they've been with record labels. Like I feel like everybody that has came here, like I think we were talking about this, I'm not sure even if it was on camera or off camera, but you're attracting all this type of energy into your life, and that's how I feel right now, bro. Like, oh man, I have all this great energy around me.
Law of attraction and shit.
Law of attraction, definitely, bro. And I've experienced it in the past, but never like this. That like,
oh yeah,
I love it, bro.
Yeah, I feel like this happens to me so much, bro. Like especially because I talk to so many people on a daily basis, like on my chair. So my average customer count on a daily basis is anywhere from 15 to 20, and like Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays usually I have like 22, usually 20 or 22.
You're cutting out that many people on a daily basis?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yes. Monday through Wednesday, I'm cutting like 15 to 20.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, I do 2 people an hour usually.
Damn, you're fast, bro.
Yeah, dude. Whoa, I have like fucking. Remember we were talking about the awards that I have for like barber battles and stuff.
Yeah.
I have like 26 barber battle trophies of placing like first, second, or third. Usually like first and second, you know, a lot of first. But they have to do with speed. Mine, like I've been really good with speed and clean, like a clean fade with a fast clean fade. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: for those awards, is it because of speed only?
No. So there's different categories.
Okay.
There's, if I have 26 trophies, I want to say like 10 of them are for speed. And when I say speed, it's not just like, oh, fastest haircut wins. No, because this guy could finish in 3 minutes and I can finish in 8. But if my haircut is better than his, I took longer, but mine's cleaner, they're going to give it to me. You know, me, I obviously I'm fast and I do a clean haircut. The fastest haircut that I've done was 4 minutes and 52 seconds. It was a fade with, I cut the top. It was a skin fade, beard, and then a part. I did that in 4 minutes and 52 seconds.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was in San Francisco.
Oh shit, bro!
I think they gave me a trophy. That's probably like my most valuable trophy that I have. It was a trophy given by a very known and popular barber battle. They paid me $1,000 for that one. I got a trophy and like some goodie bags and stuff like that.
That's dope.
I've also had trophies for like freshest fade. I've had trophies for creative battle. I've had trophies for traditional haircuts. I've had trophies for UK crop cuts. First place, most of all. Honestly, I only put like my first place on there. I tried to put like my other ones like my second or third. But
so all these 24, 26 are all first place?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
So if you go into my barbershop in Chula Vista, you'll see all of them like on the wall. And there are any trophy that you see, trophies or championship belts, they're mine, you know? But yeah.
So let me ask you this. Even though I feel like you're like super successful, you have your shops, do you still enter those, I guess, competitions?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, bro.
Well, why is that, bro?
I love them.
Yeah.
I love the tension. I love the challenge. You get me? Like knowing that I can go back next year or next battle and to think like, holy shit, like I wonder if I'm still as good as last year, or like, because dude, every year there's a lot of new barbers coming up that are fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. And you know, like if I can come back and still place for second or third, bro, I'm fucking happy with myself. Yeah. Like to know, like, okay, I still got it.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
You know, and just the challenge, the nervousness, like the thrill of like having a battle in front of people, having a crowd around me, like I love that. You know.
You know what I learned in this probably an hour and a couple of minutes conversation, bro, that you're always trying to like better yourself at everything.
Always.
Right? That's dope, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, bro, too. Yeah. You know, when you invited me, bro, like I've invited people and they're like, nah, man, I'm shy, bro. Like I'm okay. But me, bro, like, shit, why not? Let's go talk, man. Let's go stand in front of a new crowd. Let's go meet this new guy. You know, if who knows, man, like this meeting you could be a freaking like an open door to something huge. What if like 6 months from now, me and you are freaking, who knows, creating a big ass event somewhere or something? Like, what if we're creating a new equipment for our podcast? You know, what if we can both relate to something that we struggle with, and we can both come up with a solution?
Yeah.
You know, what if we create like a fucking program that teaches people how to start a podcast? Like, who knows? I don't know. You know, like I'm always. I have an open mind and I'm ready to fucking grow at all times. And
definitely.
I'm ready to take advantage of any situation.
I definitely see that with you, bro. Like, because it's kind of like you're always like, you don't have to do all these different things, right? But you're putting yourself in those situations to continue growing as a person, right?
Yeah, bro. And very important, bro. I've been doing this whole content for 2 years and I haven't made I've made a little bit of money like off TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, but nothing compared to what I've invested into it. But I keep going because I'm fucking... I love it, and I'm ready. I'm here to grow, and I'm here to stay, bro. And I'm here to just
same, bro. I know. Like I think we said this off camera, bro. But I'm a strong believer that every sacrifice gets rewarded. That's why I'm like continue striving. I'm learning as I go. You know what? I'm a very shy person, bro. I know I still need to perfect my communication skills, so on and so forth. Probably get better cameras, whatever the case is, right? But it's part of the process, right? You're not
part of
gonna
the growth.
learn until you actually put yourself in that situation, right?
Yep.
That's why I'm fucking doing this, bro.
Oh, you're doing great, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. You're doing like, I came over here like, man, like, let's see what I can like. Not only like learn from you. Let's learn. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna have you at my. You're gonna be invited to my podcast.
Let's
you know,
do it, bro.
and then you're gonna go and then see how I do my things. And
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh shit, like okay, he does this differently. Okay, you know, like so we could learn off each other. We could just grow together, bro. Everybody is you are the best version of yourself, and you're gonna be the best version of yourself tomorrow, bro. You know,
Definitely.
but it's always good to look at other people for ideas and for fucking, you know, to challenge yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say just don't worry about nobody else, stay in your lane. But at the same time, it's not bad to look at other people's success, you know, because that shit
Definitely.
should motivate you to fucking get better, you know.
Definitely. And at the same time, bro, like more people actually joining together, just
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And that's the thing. I feel like now, like, and once again, we've said it before in other podcasts, right? But I feel like San Diego has, and not only San Diego, right? But just in other places. But I feel like San Diego's missing that.
Lacking.
Yeah, definitely lacking that being united as a group and, you know what,
Yeah.
supporting one another, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Why fucking go to LA? Why go to Arizona? Why go to Vegas? San Diego has so much fucking talent here, bro.
Yeah.
And I think this platform that, at least from my end, that I'm starting off, that, you know what, it's causing a little bit of traction, right? Because I've had musicians now. I had somebody like yourself being an entrepreneur into the barbering business. I've had just people, just like random people, but people that are, I had my boy that it's into life insurance, into like
Nice.
investing, you know, real estate agents, right? But it's just like so many different diversity, but at the same time, they're so goal driven and their mindset is fucking dope, right?
Yeah.
And if we can all help in one way or another to continue building,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to send you some people your way, bro. I got a lot of friends that are like soccer players, like professional soccer players
Oh,
in the MLS.
Yeah.
I have a couple homies in Major League Baseball too, or my homeboy basketball player, professional basketball player in Germany.
Oh, shit.
Shit, if I can help you out, man, I'll try to send you as many people as I can,
Yeah.
bro. I've also had rappers like at my podcast. I don't know if you've heard of Rossi Rock and like some other like gangster ones like Grifo.
Oh,
and
okay. I've heard of him.
Grifo.
Yeah.
You never heard of Rossi Rock?
Nah.
Oh man, you gotta look into him, bro. He's
Yeah.
a badass fucking artist.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to fucking right. I've been trying to get this other guy, Eddie Zuko. I don't know if you know who he is.
Nah.
Yeah, he's super dope. I've been trying to get a hold of him, which I got the right people. I just haven't really like
Yeah.
made the
Yeah,
jump.
You know what I want to do eventually, bro? Like, aside from like kind of just having a talk, eventually I just want to have like maybe like 2-3 people just chilling, maybe reacting to something on the screen and shit like that. Like maybe
Yeah.
like hot topics for the week and shit.
Hell yeah.
Man, we gotta link up, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm all up for that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm all up for working together, bro. Really, if you want to fucking ever do anything, let me know, man.
Yeah.
We can do collaborations,
Fuck
whatever it is, bro. I'm up for it, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah, big time.
All right, bro. I think it says an hour and 46 minutes, bro.
Damn.
But that was because of break, maybe.
Yeah.
But regardless, bro, man, I loved your conversation, bro.
Thank
Like,
you, bro.
man, I would have
Likewise.
never imagined like we would have clicked like this. But man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your conversation.
Likewise.
Is there anything that you would want to leave behind? I know you probably said this in the past on your platform, but this is maybe somebody else new that watches you from my channel, maybe from my IG or whatever. Anything you would want to say, bro?
Whatever it is that you do, make sure you do it the right way, always with a nice open heart. You know, don't ever do things don't ever do anything in a bad manner or with bad intentions to anybody. Karma's fucking real. Make sure you guys treat everybody politely and nicely and give it your all the time. You know, the way you work is what says everything about you. I always tell my friends, my family, and my barbers, like, the last service you provide is what you're going to be remembered for. The last haircut you give is what you're going to be known for. You're only as good as your last haircut. You're only as good as your last conversation. You're only as good as your last impression. So make sure that you always give it your best and never, never like, don't ever talk down on people just to make yourself look good, because that shit ain't good for the soul. And you guys can find me on IG, Polocutzsd. Follow me on Off the Clipper. Subscribe to me on Off the Clipper on YouTube. I'm on every streaming podcast streaming platform. Big shout out to my whole team, Ace of Fates Barbershop and Tattoos. And big shout out to my boy Omatic, made it. And thank you, bro, for having me, bro. This is such a great. It felt very, very, very good being here. Like it felt like it relieved a lot of stress, not that I'm having a lot of stress, but I was able to relax here with you. It was
That's
awesome,
so, bro.
Yeah,
That's so.
You have a great place, bro.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed being here with you.
Thank you, bro. And I think that's what a genuine conversation is, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like, honestly, bro, like, thank you, bro.
Yeah, people always ask me, bro, when they come to my fucking podcast, like, hey, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna say? I'm like, dude, let's just chill. Like, let's just talk. Shoot the shits. Like, let's have some beers, relax. Don't worry about the cameras.
Yeah.
I felt the same way here, bro. Very fucking, very homey. You know?
Hell yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I think like so far right now, I think it's up to like 90% of the people are not subscribed, but you guys are watching. I appreciate you guys. It's not going to cost you a thing. Just click the subscribe button. Let Mr. Polo know that you liked, enjoyed something, anything he said. Make sure that you let him know, or anything that you liked from what I mentioned. Just let us know and interact with us. Like I always like to say, it's a bigger risk not taking a risk. Till next time.